Hello, everybody. Good morning. Welcome to today's daily oracle reading. Amanda, hello, dear ones. Peace be with everyone today. Beautiful message. Thanks for starting us off with such a lovely greeting. Feel free to say hello as you guys join in. Maybe let us know where in the world you're joining from. Let us know how your day's going, how your week is going. Nancy, good day. All beautiful souls. Hello, Elizabeth. Welcome, welcome. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Jacqui Mancuso. I am a Reiki master and I'm from Northern Illinois. And today we are here for a daily oracle reading with a Reiki blessing. So Thursdays are the day of the week ruled by Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of luck, expansion, abundance, and growth. So on Thursdays, I like to pull from Attracting Abundance to see which areas of our life our spirit guides would like to help us attract abundance. Nichelle, good magical day, everyone. Oh, you guys are bringing the magic today. I love it. Shelly, hello from Wyoming. That sounds like a beautiful place. Everything I know about Wyoming. Never been there, so it's all, made up in my mind, but Carmen, good day, everyone. Hello, Carmen. Welcome, welcome. So if you have not been to one of my oracle readings before, let me just quickly explain how I run them. Shelly, wide open spaces for sure. Oh, that sounds wonderful. Hi, Bonnie. Hello, hello. So in my oracle readings, I let our spirit guides choose 3 cards for us. So feel free to send your energy into my deck as I shuffle. And then I will show you guys the backs of the 3 cards. And this specific deck has different images on the backs of the cards, so perhaps that might spark something in your clairvoyance. Perhaps you might see something when I hold up a card. Perhaps you might feel something in your body. You might smell something. You might hear something. You might just know that that card has a message for you today. But I encourage you all to work on your own intuition, trust your own intuition, and you will be guided to receive the messages that will serve your highest good. So if there's a specific area of your life where you are hoping to attract abundance, feel free to let us know in the chat. Or if there's a specific question that you have, or an area of your life where you are hoping for some guidance, let us know. Let us know what we're working with today. Amanda, Shelly, hello, state neighbor. I'm in northern Colorado. Neighbors. Love it, love it. Good morning, Helen. Nice to see you today. Good morning, Andrea. Nice to see you, ladies. We are attracting abundance today, so let's see what our guides want to share with us today. We have 2 cards so far. Shelly, mental health, looking for clarity. Beautiful. Let's see what the cards bring. Helen, always nice to see everyone here. Don't you love our little community? I love the repeat visitors, and I always love having new people join in, but we have a nice little group here. Alicia, good morning, good morning. Amanda, abundance in personal growth. Abundance in self-love and abundance of self-awareness. I love those. Love those, love those. Helen, abundance, great. Elizabeth, am I the only one with no sound? Can other people hear me? I wonder if Elizabeth is on a computer. Sometimes you have to unmute on the computer. If someone wouldn't mind typing for me while I'm shuffling. Carmen, hoping an abundance of creating family. I love that, Carmen. I'm on that same journey right now. Love to create a little one within me soon. Just waiting for one more card to come out. Thank you, Amanda. Oh, And there it is. Beautiful. All right, guys, so we have our 3 cards for today. I'm going to show you the backs of the cards, and I just want you to focus on your own intuition. We all have all of these clair senses. All of us have. We all have clairvoyance. We can all see things. We all have clairaudience. We can all hear things. We have all these senses, but they've been suppressed. So trust that you have all of these abilities, and I'm just here to help you uncover them within yourself. Thank you guys. Thank you, Amanda, for helping. Amen. Amen, sister. Sending healing vibes for that abundance. Good morning, Carla. Thank you, Carmen. So sweet of you. All right, so here are the backs of the cards. And once you know which card is for you, or cards, let me know in the chat. So here's the back of card number 1. Here's the back of card number 2. And here's the back of card number 3. So if you got any feelings from those cards, Shelly's feeling card number 2. I'll show them one more time just in case if you need a second glance. So this is the back of card number 1. Here's the back of card number 2. And the back of card number 3. Elizabeth is also trying to expand the family. Beautiful. Best of luck to both you ladies. Number 1, Karina, Alicia, Bonnie. Oh, hi, Ronnie. Elizabeth, card 3. Helen, 2. Ronnie, 2. Carla, 1 and 2. Michelle's feeling 2. We got a spread all over the place today. Who else is up here? I went too far. Shelly's feeling card 2. Nancy, 2. Andrea, 1 and 2. All right, guys, let's see. Carmen, 1 and 2. Amanda, 2 and 3. All right, guys, let's see what these cards are bringing us abundance within. Card number 1 is love and relationships. So our guides are calling us to create abundance in love and relationships. Their message is deserve. Your emotions act like magnets, attracting situations that mirror those emotions. If you want to improve your relationships, behave toward others in the way that you would like them to behave toward you. I feel like this card comes up like every time that we use this deck. So if you are looking to heal a relationship, pay close attention to the part that you're playing, the role that you're playing in the relationship, and knowing that if you have hard feelings towards someone and you act on them or you talk about them as if you have hard feelings with them, you're going to attract that same thing back. So it's easier said than done to be the bigger person, but by acting in a way that you wish that they would act towards you, over time, the relationship will begin to blossom and they will begin to reciprocate the emotions that they are receiving from you. Andrea, I've been working really hard on that the last few weeks. Carla, but I try that all the time. Carla, this has to do with your thoughts as well. So are you sending loving energy through your thoughts about the person, about the relationship, about the situation? Or do you maybe find yourself dwelling on the negatives of the situation, which I think is pretty common? I try to be super positive. If it's not being reciprocated, then perhaps it might be time to drop that relationship also. It's not worth beating a dead horse if it's not something that's going to serve you in the long run. Or there's always that really hard saying, if you love it, let it go, and if it comes back, it's meant to be. That one really helped me when I was trying to figure out if I wanted to stay in a romantic relationship or leave. That was the advice that I was given, and I let him go, and thankfully then I found my husband, who was a different person, so that worked out. Hello, Anik, lost track of time here. It happens. It happens. This is a late one for me, so I'm glad that you're here. We only read our first card. We have 2 more from Attracting Abundance. If card number 2 resonated with you today, card number 2 is regarding your career and prosperity, and the message is positivity. Always do your best to direct your thoughts in positive and productive directions. Focus on life-affirming and joyful thoughts. Train yourself to avoid negative, pessimistic, self-defeating, and critical thoughts and emotions, because these will block the flow of abundance. Oh, Carmen, that's so nice. Staying positive, and this message is meant for career and prosperity, but I can see this message applying to literally any situation in your life. But let's talk about career and prosperity. If you are trying so hard at your job to either move up the ladder or to start your own thing, grow your own thing, if you keep focusing on all of the ways that you're messing up or all of the things that you could have or should have done better, you're just going to keep attracting more situations for yourself to mess up or create more situations where you feel like you could have or should have done something better or different. By focusing on the positives, by focusing on all of the tiny little good things that are coming out of your actions, you will start to attract more abundance, right? Everything is a mirror. Everything in life is a mirror. What you put out is what you will bring back. So if you put out negative energy regarding your career, regarding your wealth status, you will just keep attracting reasons to keep your situation negative. Oh, Carmen, wow, card 2 speaks to me on a personal life. Absolutely. 2 speaks to Ronnie also. 1 and 2 was right for me, Carla. I love it. I love it. Your intuition, guys, is getting really, really strong. I love that we work on this all the time. Yeah, I was just taking a second to think when, here, Shelly, where I do this in my life, because this is something that I've been working on for quite some time. I try to focus on the positives, but understand too that life isn't always about just being fake, positive, and happy all the time. Knowing that there's light and dark in everything. And sometimes when it's time to go to not necessarily a dark place, but like if you make a mistake, acknowledge what you did and try to fix it in the future. So definitely focus on the positives, focus on your wins, congratulate yourself for your wins, and then you'll attract more of those into your life. You're welcome, Shelly. Also, guys, if anything ever happens to your technology while I'm reading, I always post updates in my group. So my circle is called Our Spiritual Community. So feel free to join that if you're not in it already. And that way, if you miss a reading, also, you can always come back and see what we talked about that day. Helen, yes, letting go sometimes seems difficult. If we only knew once we did it would open the door to something new and wonderful, we would do it sooner. Absolutely, Helen. Absolutely. Andrea, great information. Amanda, thank you for the update for Shelly. All right, and card number 3, if this is resonating with you today, this is another message regarding love and relationships. Your guides are inviting you to remember to be open. Respond to everyone you encounter each day with an open and loving heart. The difference it makes to your relationships will be remarkable, and the love you send out to others will be returned to you tenfold. So this card reminds me of something that I learned. So I worked at the Apple Store for a long time. It was, a retail job. But something that they taught us there was to assume positive intent. I was in a very negative state of mind when I was working there, and that was something that I took with me, and I feel like this card is calling to it also. By assuming positive intent, that means that even if someone rear-ends you while you're driving, assume that their intention wasn't to cause you harm, assuming that they might have been distracted because they were on the phone because they just found out their grandma died or something, not making it that specific. But by assuming positive intent, it gives you more compassion for the people around you, and it makes it seem less like people are attacking you, like people are on the offense, because most of the time when you do feel attacked, it's usually unintentional. It's usually because someone has something going on in their life that they don't know how to handle, so it's coming off at you. So by being open in your life, not only with your close relationships, but with everybody. Maybe the guy at the grocery store is standing too close to you in line and it's making you feel uncomfortable, but maybe they're from another country where personal space is less common. And they're just doing it because that's what they're used to. They're not trying to make you feel uncomfortable. Those types of things. It is hard to do, though. Absolutely, Carla. All new skills are hard to do. But it's possible. And it helps. Shelly, that's amazing. My son's high school teacher told him he always assumes positive intent from others. Absolutely. He's only 17. Kids are awesome. Man, I love working with kids. I'm an online teacher with a school also, so I still get to work with kids. Used to teach in the public school, but yeah, they are out of this world. So true. Good advice, Alicia. Anik, guy at the grocery store, definitely. Amanda, there is a book called This is Water that is great at explaining this similarly. You never know what someone else has going on in their life, so try not to rush to conclusions. Absolutely. It is a difficult practice when you first start, but over time it helps. It takes you out of this why me type of thinking, and it just opens your heart. It opens your compassionate abilities, and by giving more compassion to others, eventually it'll start coming back to you. And being compassionate with yourself is I think it's the key to life. It's the secret to all this life. Ronnie, I do have moments when I drive. Driving is a big thing also. So I thankfully fully work from home at this point because I hate driving. I don't like using the word hate, but I really dislike driving, especially when you have to get somewhere on time and other people on the road are affecting your journey. But I was given a task once to practice loving kindness while I was driving. And it's like a red light meditation. So when you get to a red light, just tune into your mindfulness, tune into the senses, feel your hands on the steering wheel, feel your sit bones on the seat, look at something in your car and just tune into what you can physically see. And then as the light turns green, wishing everybody on the road well, wishing that they all make it to their destination safe. And that helped a lot when I had to commute to work. Anik, great message. Sometimes when I have a ridiculously slow driver in front of me, I imagine they are driving their sick pet to the vet, and it shuts me up. I like that, Anik. I like that a lot because I usually have my dogs in my car, so I drive very slow because they like to stick their whole body out the window, and I know they're not going to jump, so I let them, but I also don't want to take turns very fast. That's funny. It's a great read, Shelley. Short and sweet. Thanks for the recommendation, Amanda. Elizabeth reminds me of one of the 7 spiritual laws of success. Law of pure potentiality, practicing non-judgment. Elizabeth, I don't think I've heard of those spiritual laws, but I like them. Maybe I'll look into them. Practicing non-judgment. That's just a form of general mindfulness. Observing without being judgmental. Just like when we do our body scan right before the Reiki transmission, acting as the curious observer. So not placing judgment, not saying I have pain in my body, but saying I notice a sensation here in my left shoulder. Hi, Nicole. Welcome, welcome. We just finished our Attracting Abundance cards, and we're going to move on to Ask Your Guides. So I will post an update of this reading in our spiritual community. Ronnie, have more compassion for others and yourself. Absolutely, absolutely. Shelley, as an intuitive, it's hard to assume positive intent. I feel I can read people's minds at times and know their intentions. Interesting. I'm just curious, have you ever felt negative intent from somebody and then, like, physically questioned their intentions? Very interesting, because I see where you're coming from. I'd be curious to see. Andrea, we moved to a different state 6 months ago, and the drivers are different here. So when I go out, I try to send love to all of other drivers. Andrea, did you move to a more dense or a less dense area? Shelley, I feel it all the time. Yeah, picking up on others' emotions can be heavy, very heavy. You ask them and you're usually right. Interesting. Anik, Andrea, that is kind of you. I hope it's not New Jersey. From Denver to Minneapolis. I feel like those are both pretty congested areas. Briefly, guys, I'm gonna pull one final card from Ask Your Guides. Do they drive differently in either place, Andrea? So I grew up in Chicago, and I don't know if it's all over the states that Chicago is known for having terrible drivers, but people are very aggressive in the city. But now I live kind of out in the boonies, so it's much better. So feel free to send your energy into Ask Your Guides. We'll pull one culminating card that will have a message for every single person, every single beautiful soul who is here with us today. Carmen, same here. Andrea moved from Washington State to Arizona. Very, very different. Carla, Bronx compared to a nice, quiet suburban area. Absolutely. Absolutely. Amanda, oh man, Andrea, Denver is intense driving for sure. When I go down to Denver, I get some anxiety. Oh, Andrea, they tailgate in Minnesota and impatient. I thought the Midwest was supposed to be kind. All right, guys, today we have number 49 from Ask Your Guides, and it is compromise. The message is from our master teacher. The key words for this card are concession, fairness, democracy, and neutrality. Your master teacher is reminding you that nothing is entirely good or bad, even people, and that every person has their own version of reality, which may not necessarily agree with yours. Instead of arguing with or feeling wronged by those who refuse to submit to your point of view, give up your righteous and rigid demands, and broaden your perspective to include the interests of those you struggle with now. Mentally, move towards center and open your mind to look at the situation from their point of view. Although it's easy to feel indignant and defensive as you deal with this current impasse, the truth is that no one's trying to harm you. Instead, your detractors are simply supporting their own interests and priorities, which are different from yours. Rather than reacting emotionally to their resistance, strive to understand them. Be mindful not to be overly self-centered, however justified it may feel. Strive to be fair instead. Your master teacher's message: accept that your interests are no more or less important than those of people around you. So the only way to progress to higher ground is to compromise. Interesting. I feel like this is just resonating with card 3. Being open, right? Not assuming that your ideas are better or worse than others, your intentions are better or worse than others. It's all about finding the compromise. And I like that that card mentioned that even though it feels like people might be out to get you, I feel like most of people's actions, even if they do have negative intentions, and even if they are believing it's because of you, everything stems from the inside. Hurt people hurt people. So if negativity comes off of somebody, it always stems from the inside. And if you feel negativity coming towards you, it's coming from the inside. Very interesting. So shall we transmit some Reiki, guys? I will talk you through a grounding meditation, and then I will silently transmit some Reiki energy. So feel free to find yourself in a comfortable position as I read through some of these comments that come through. Peace. Wow, that's amazing for me today as I go into my annual performance evaluation at work today. It's my boss. I'm going to ask for a raise and promotion. I like that. Best of luck to you, and remember to compromise. Be open to what your boss has to say and work on compromising. Oh my gosh, this whole reading is for you. Act towards your boss how you would hope that your boss acted towards you. Focus on all of the positives that you have been doing, even though your boss may bring up some negatives, because no one's perfect. Put your focus on the positives. Be open to what your boss has to say and find some common ground and compromise. Peace. Best of luck to you. Let us know how it goes. Anik, yes, very, very true. My father is one of those hurt people. Lots of people are very hurt, and lots of people don't know what to do with their own hurt, and the only sensible thing for them to feel relief is to put it onto others, because it appears that they're taking it off of themselves. Just trying not to hold resentment. Because resentment only hurts yourself, it doesn't hurt the other person at all. Peace. Wow, I missed the first two cards, and you're right. Thank you for showing all of it together. You're welcome, Peace. Your comment just inspired that. Could you type what you just said, please? Which one? I tend to ramble when I'm here. What did I just say? Try not to hold resentment. Hurt people hurt people. Peace. Anik is sending you love. People who are hurt. Oh yeah. Sorry if my computer shakes while I do this, but people who are hurt don't know how to handle it within themselves, so put it on others. I hope that that's concisely what I just said. People who are hurt don't know how to handle it within themselves, so they put it on others to take it off of themselves. I think I go through the same with my mother. Sending you love. You're welcome, Bonnie. You're very welcome. Peace. Love to all. Let us receive some Reiki energy at this time. So settling into your comfortable position, taking any unnecessary curvature out of your spine, making sure that your spine is in a straight line. Gently closing down your eyes if you have not done so already. Feeling the weight of your body being held, completely supported by the surface beneath you. trusting your surroundings, letting everything go, releasing all of the tension from your body. And taking a few deep breaths to settle into the space. And just for a moment, bringing all of your awareness directly above the crown of your head. Bringing your awareness just above your physical body in an egg-shaped white orb of light, just a few inches above the crown of your head. Pausing here for a moment, viewing life from your eagle's perch. And now acting as the curious, non-judgmental observer as the egg of awareness cracks on the crown of your head. Watching as your awareness slowly flows down all sides of your head. Feeling your attention running down the back of your head, the sides of your head, dripping off the temples, the front of your face, running down your forehead, your eyebrows, eyelashes, running further down the back of your head, down the sides of your face, your cheeks, dripping off the tip of your nose, your upper lip, your chin, flowing down your jaw, watching your awareness run down all four sides of the neck, and flowing your attention over the shoulders, down the upper arms, passing over the elbows, out to the lower arms, and coming out into the wrists, hands, and fingers. And bringing all of your attention now to your chest, slowly dripping down the front side of your body as you tune into the beating of your heart. Noticing how the ribs expand and contract with the breath. Flowing your awareness further down the front side of your body, coming into the belly, feeling into the organs resting behind the abdomen. And noticing how the breath causes the belly to rise and fall. Flowing further down the front side of your body, settling into the pelvic floor. Bringing all of your attention to your upper back. Slowly flowing down the backside of your body, passing over the shoulder blades, weaving in and out between the backs of the ribs, flowing further down to the lower back, and settling your awareness within your glutes. And flowing down the length of either leg, passing over the knees, journeying down to the lower legs. And crossing over the ankles to the tops of the feet, out to the toes, and the soles of the feet. Breathing deeply here as you feel into every inch of your body. Feeling your body in space. Now using the breath to open the central channel of energy within your body by breathing in deeply through the nose and watching the breath as it travels down your spine all the way to the root chakra in your pelvic floor. And as you exhale, watch the breath as it travels up the spine to the crown of your head. Inhaling down to the root chakra. Exhaling up to the crown of your head. Continue for a few rounds in silence. Releasing the breath back to your natural rhythm. Beginning to feel as if there are roots growing down from your root chakra. Watching as these roots travel deep down into Mother Earth, pushing through the soil, digging deeper, digging wider, firmly grounding yourself into Mother Earth. And welcoming in your guides or angels for any assistance they may have to offer now. Allowing permission for the Reiki energy to be received by intending to completely surrender to this Reiki energy as it nourishes your highest good. Bringing your focus back inside of your body, allowing your thoughts to flutter away as you receive this precious gift of time for yourself. Allow yourself to be fully present within your body, noticing anything that may rise to the surface as I keep track of the time. Returning your focus to your breath and feeling into the weight of your body once again. Imagine a brilliant, glowing ball of soft pink light in the center of your chest. This warm ball of light surrounds your entire heart. On each inhale, the light becomes brighter and more vibrant. And on the exhale, the ball begins to grow in every direction throughout your body. Inhaling as the light shines brighter, And exhaling as the ball grows larger and larger until it encompasses your entire body. The soft pink light slowly fades away as the connection to this Reiki energy transmission closes, allowing you to return home to yourself. And taking the time now to send gratitude to your guides and angels, and listening in to receive any last messages. Slowly beginning to bring some movement back to your body, wiggling the fingers and toes, rolling the wrists and ankles, perhaps reaching your arms above head, stretching as if you are just starting your day. And perhaps taking the palms together, rubbing the hands back and forth, creating friction, creating heat. And cupping the hands over the eyes, blinking the eyes open, allowing the light to peek in through the cracks before bringing yourself fully back into your physical body. Thank you so much for joining me today. Love to all. Namaste. Thank you all very, very much for being here today. Thank you kindly, Carmen, for your donation. Much appreciated. Peace. Thank you. Good luck today. Let us know how your review goes. Thank you, Amanda. Thank you for helping everybody today, Amanda. That was very kind of you. If you enjoyed today's session, you might choose to offer an energy exchange in the form of a donation. If you liked my work and you would like to work one-on-one with me, you can find my website on my Insight Timer bio, where I can work one-on-one with you to tune into your specific energy field or offer any readings. And if you haven't yet followed my Insight Timer profile, please consider giving me a follow so you can stay updated when I post new classes. Bonnie, that was really nourishing. Wonderful. Maria, thanks so much. Beth, thank you. Anik, thank you. Nancy, thank you. Peace, very kind. Thank you for the donation. Bonnie, blessings to all seeking abundance. Thank you, Bonnie. Amanda, thank you for helping everyone today. Blessings to you. Graciously received, Amanda. Thank you very much. If you would like to join our spiritual community, it is the group that I have here on Insight Timer. I post updates from all my oracle readings in our spiritual community, but I also encourage you all to interact with each other. Share if you've had a spiritual experience or if you are working on a specific modality. If you want to share your experience with that, your knowledge about that, and also come to our spiritual community to ask for resources, ask for knowledge if you are trying to dive into a specific area, and just seeing what other people have to contribute to your own growth. Salvatore, thank you. Feeling satisfied. Wonderful. That's my intention. I love it. I love it. Alicia, thanks for the wonderful readings today. You are very welcome. Thanks for bringing your energy to pull these cards for us. Salvatore, every cell is dancing and vibrating with joy. That sounds beautiful. You're buzzing. I was at a holistic health fair over the weekend with one of my girlfriends, and it was incredible to feel the energy in the room. I went to the same health fair last year, and it was good. It was very good last year. But this year, man, I feel like everyone has done so much growth in the last year. I could really, I felt like I was on drugs at certain points. Like, it was so intense, good. It was very good. But it was overwhelming at points. And I know what you mean, Salvatore. I was literally buzzing. Bonnie, I am building a meditation space and a yoga studio. Looking forward to what this will bring. That's so exciting, Bonnie. Is that for the public or is that for yourself? Either way. Oh, that's awesome. That's awesome. That's awesome. Andrea, I look forward to these every day. Thank you. You are so welcome, Andrea. Nicole, yes, same here. Oh, did you go to a fair? You feel the energy? Feel the energy? Bonnie, it's for me. Awesome. It's so important to have that space for yourself to retreat, to know that you are completely in your Zen space. It is made for you. Love it, love it. Palpable energy transference. I like those words, Salvatore. Helen, yes, lots of good growth energy in the strata now, with those generating their personal energy growth. I think the world is going through a large spiritual awakening. I think it's accelerating a lot, which is very exciting. Who knows what will come of all of that. Nicole, congrats, Bonnie. I would love to do that with the public. I want to do energy healing. Keep focused on your goal, Nicole, and you will manifest it. That's how you got to do it. Just keep your eyes on the prize. Helen, time for all of us to attract our tribe. Yeah, have you guys been noticing that? Unintentionally, I just keep bringing all of these people into my life. I really am attracting my soul tribe. I'm meeting people that were clearly part of my past lives. When you meet someone and you just click on the deepest levels. Yeah, I've been attracting, it's mostly women, and I'm the baby of 10 kids, and there's 7 girls. So my whole adolescence, I was like, I have enough estrogen at home. I don't need to, meet more ladies. And recently, all of these magnificent, magical, beautiful, spiritually awake women are just finding their way into my life, and I feel like I'm finding my own little tribe. It's gorgeous. Have any of you guys been finding your tribe? I think you guys are all a part of my tribe, so I know there's men here too, but aw, Bonnie, you are my tribe. Everyone keeps telling me they're glad it's working for me, but they think it's not real. Well, they can have their opinions, Bonnie, because you know what's real. Peace, you're my tribe. Aw, thanks, guys. Helen, no accidents that we are finding each other now as the spiritual ascension energy accelerates. Anique is my tribe. Nicole is my tribe. I agree, guys. I love our little community. I love that there are familiar faces that I get to see every day. Salvatore, total surrender and acceptance. I choose to be here and now. It's a beautiful place to be. It takes a lot of work to come to total surrender and acceptance. But once you are able to work through the muck, work through the fear of the unknown, and you're able to come to this place of total surrender and acceptance, the possibilities are endless. Well, everybody, I will leave you with that. I will be back tomorrow morning at 8:15 Central Time for my daily oracle and another Reiki blessing. And I think next week I'm able to do 8:15 Central, Monday through Friday. I think my week next week will allow that. So that is my favorite time to be here on Insight Timer. Helen, be here now. Ram Dass. I feel like I've heard that before. What is Ram Dass? Thank you, Faith. Lovely to have you today. And thank you for everybody for joining. Feel free to join our spiritual community if you would like to join our tribe. And if you haven't followed me yet, feel free to follow me. Hi, Christian. Joined halfway. Beautiful. Well, you joined just in time for whatever messages you were intended to receive. And if you're curious about what you missed, check it out in our spiritual community. He's the author of the book, Ram Dass, A Great Spiritual Teacher. Interesting. If I had time for more books in my life, I would look him up. I have a stack of probably like 8 or 9 books that are on my to-do list. Salvatore, thank you. Have a most excellent day full of miracles. You as well. Nicole, this is my second time this week. This is the second time this week this book has been brought up. I have the book but haven't started it. Nicole, I feel like the book is calling out to you at this time. Maybe the book is just calling you to open to a page and read and just see what comes up. Maybe this might not be the time to do the whole book, but there's a message in there that's waiting for you. Christian, Be Here and Now is also a great George Harrison song. Thank you for saying that, Christian. George Harrison is a very important person in my life, actually. Give me 1 second. So my late father was a huge Beatles fan. And this, George Harrison was his favorite Beatle. And this is a picture of him and also a check that he wrote, or a copy of a check that he wrote. I don't know why my dad had this, but now it's mine. And this is how I remember my father. So I did not know that that was a George Harrison song. And my dad loved George Harrison, and he also got into lots of spiritual and woo-woo stuff in the last 10 years of his life. So maybe I need to do some research on that. Thanks for bringing that up. Nicole, same girl, too many books, but apparently this is the one I need to start. Yep, it's calling to you. Oh, everyone loves George. Oh, he's one of my heroes. Yeah, very interesting. So even as a kid, when I was in middle school, my friend had a Beatles poster up on her wall, and I was familiar with the Beatles, but her poster was when they were younger. And I remember looking at George Harrison, not knowing that it was George Harrison, but I was like, oh, he's the cutest one. And then as life went on, George Harrison became more prevalent in my life. George is my brother's name too. Peace. I love it. George Harrison, the best Beatle. Lots of good spiritual info in music. You know, guys, I've heard mixed things about the Beatles. I don't want to go down conspiracy theory stuff with you guys, but whatever. If you want to listen, here you go. And this started years ago. I found a documentary about how Paul McCartney actually died in 1969 or something, right when the Beatles were getting big, and they replaced him. And throughout the whole Beatles career, they kept trying to throw hints out to the public that his name was Fall. Christian, not true. I don't know. This came up a couple years ago, and I had it in the back of my mind, okay, I could see how all this evidence might make sense. And then it came up with a different person recently, a different documentary was made about it. So just a theory that was a hoax started by a DJ just for fun. Well, have you watched these documentaries, Christian? Some of the things that they bring up are interesting, right? So I don't know if this is true or false because I wasn't a Beatle, but some of the things that they bring up, like a lot of the album artwork, if you look at a lot of the albums, like Paul is usually doing something different than the other three, just to send messages. I don't know, he could be doing something different for another reason. It's a fun theory to think about. All right, Renee, the Beatles started joking about it themselves in real time because they knew it was out there as a conspiracy. Sometimes these things are fun to journey down because why not? All right, well, I'm glad that I stuck around and asked about, I don't even remember his name, Ram Dass? And it looks like we all had something to connect about Ram Dass. So thank you, Helen, for initiating that little conversation. Did you say that Paul McCartney was replaced? Down the rabbit hole like Alice. Exactly, Helen. Yes, I did. I said I've seen a couple documentaries talking about how Paul McCartney was replaced. I can't know everything, right? Who knows? Fun to explore. There's a documentary about Ram Dass on Netflix. Thanks, Christian. Maybe if I have to, you know what? I wish I had my phone by me. I would write that down because I'm going to forget as soon as I turn this off, unless I affirm that I remember to look up the Ram Dass documentary on Netflix. Look at what that caterpillar was smoking. Screenshot it. Thanks, peace. Here we go. You guys will probably hear it. Thank you. All right, guys. Love to all. Have a wonderful rest of your Thursday. I will see you back bright and early tomorrow morning, 8:15 Central Time, for a daily oracle and Reiki blessing. Oh, cool. Don't think I heard it. Well, the screenshot's done. Namaste, everybody. Thank you all for being you. Thank you all for sharing your light and your love with this group. Ram Dass going home. All right, everybody, take care. I will see you very soon.